All right, at this time, everyone, we'll catch you up on what went down in all the action in the league tonight. The Senators were hoping to take a bite out of the Islanders. The New York Islanders turned it up to 11 in this one and easily pick up the win. The Avalanche played on the road against the Blues. Colorado tore it up, seemed like almost everybody got on the score sheet in the win. The Stars took on the Blackhawks. Chicago posts the win in a tightly contested affair. We got to take a quick break, everybody, but we've got a lot more to get to. Stay with us. Well, busy night in the National Hockey League. Let's see what happened elsewhere on the ice. The Blue Jackets were hoping to play spoiler against the Canadiens. Montreal tightened it up late when they needed to most, and they pick up the 2 points. The Bees were hoping to grab 2 points up against the Capitals. Washington powered their way to a flawless shutout win. We'll check the inbox, we'll check the text line, and hear what you have to say next. All right, lots of wild happenings on the ice tonight. Let's take a look at some of the scores of what went down. The Golden Knights look to run roughshod over the Hurricanes. Carolina, too much to handle in the shootout, and they get the win. The Flyers were in a dogfight on the road against the Sabres. Philadelphia posts the shootout victory as it had to go right down to the wire. The Canadiens were hoping to quiet the crowd on the road against the Wild. Minnesota takes this one in. All right, at this time, let's get you caught up on all the action on the ice tonight. The Canucks were hoping their offense would show up in a big way against the Flames. Vancouver pulverizes the opposition with a big offensive night. The Senators were on the road up against the Predators. Nashville toughed this one out and get the 2 points and the win. The Canadiens went toe-to-toe on the road against the Islanders. Montreal powers through in a tight one. We got to take a quick break, but we got a lot more coming your way next. Was there any volatility in the standings across the NHL tonight? Well, let's take a look at some of the final scores to find out. The Flyers were on the road to take on the Jets. Winnipeg torches the opposition with a big night offensively. The Kings took to the ice to battle the Kraken. Los Angeles pulls one out of the fire in a tightly contested affair. The Devils faced off with the Blues. St. Louis topples the opposition with a strong defensive performance, and they get the win. Lots more still to come, including the story in MMA, the hardwood, and more. Stay with us. Hey, no shortage of action and drama on the ice tonight. Let's take a look at what happened elsewhere. The Capitals were in tough with the Penguins. Washington posts an impressive win in a tightly contested affair. The Wings took to the road to match up with the Jets. Detroit toughed this one out, and they get the win. The Hurricanes battled it out against the Blue Jackets. Columbus played a strong game at both ends of the ice, and as a result, they get the win. Hey, we got to take a quick pause for the cause, but we got a lot more on the other side. Don't even think about leaving us. In the final moments of this period, Anaheim's hanging on to this 3-2 lead. Draisaitl's won the draw. Calgary's moving it into the offensive end. Nice save by the keeper to trap that puck to his chest.
Ovechkin's on the ice, and he knows his team is trailing here. If he can use his zone ability to turn things around for them, that could be the answer that they're looking for, guys.
Taken by Simek. Handles the puck. Nice pass. Can't keep a hold of it after that hit. Slides the puck ahead into the neutral zone. Shot! Oh, and he somehow got a little piece of it. Scores! At the back of the net, what a beaut!
And this guy's one of the most popular players on this team. He leads by example, which means you get it done on the ice. Otherwise, you're just another coach making a speech.
Guys, this is a teammate you want to rally around. Every time he's on the ice, it takes his team to a higher level. With his born leader zone ability, he puts one on the board, and everybody is stoked for him.
Dumps it in. Tosses it on to Ovechkin. They gain the offensive zone from the middle. He's got a step. He scores! What a finish!
You get a chance like this, they don't come very often. You better put it away, and he does beautifully.
Too sweet.
An extra charge goes through the team when he gets on the board. They look to him for so many small things. His energy, his leadership, and when he scores, everybody's pumped.
His born leader zone ability means he can give his team such a boost when he scores. And just look at how stoked his teammates are for him, guys.
The Ducks win the draw here in the neutral zone. Puts it in deep. The Flames have it behind the cage. Moves the puck over to Ovechkin. All alone! And I'm not quite sure what the hope was on that.
James, you said it. He was in all alone. Now he's going to skate out all alone because he doesn't get anything out of that breakaway attempt.
Now he takes it over the line. And that's poked away. Can't get it to go. Answered the call on that play. Simek's lugging the puck. Still a tight one here as we approach the final minute of the third. Moves it quickly over to Drysdale. And he takes a shot. Shuts him down. Scooped up along the wall by Matheson. Here's a chance. Too many bodies in the way. The Ducks really need a goal here. They pulled the goalie and the extra attackers out. And he gives it over to Peltier. A shot at the empty net. And it misses. Feeds the puck to Anderson. Receives the pass. Snapper from the slot. Oh, I thought he was going to be beaten, and he somehow got a piece of that. Calgary's looking to break out of their own end. Through the open. Chance in an empty netter here. Oh, and he can't connect. He almost into the empty net. Great hustle to finally ice this one.
Well, you worked so hard defending a lead. Now if a puck bounces for you, it sure is nice to put it away.
The Flames add the insurance marker, which pretty much seals the deal on this one tonight, Ray.
Well, their opponents pull the goalie. They're trying to pressure to get the tying goal, but it backfires, and the empty netter puts it away.
That's it. There's the final horn to close this one up.
They push right to the end. And
all right, let's get all you poolies and all you hockey fans caught up on all the action out on the ice tonight. The Flames had an on-ice collision with the Ducks. Calgary posts the win in a game that went back and forth all night. This wasn't the only game in the league tonight. Let's get you caught up on some of the other finals. The Blues took to the road to match up with the Coyotes. St. Louis terrorized the goalie with a monster offensive display. The Kraken paired up with the Avalanche. Colorado powers their way to victory, showing a lot of grit in both ends of the ice. Hey, we got to pay a couple of bills here, but we got a lot more action we got to get to. Stay with us. You know, and I think it's certainly fair to ask the question, what's wrong with him, right? Like, last year was a bit of a funk, and I think most people were willing to accept a bit of a mulligan. Hey, it was an off year. But look where we are at this point in this season, and that struggle has carried over. And look, to me, and I'm not going to be Dr. Freud here. I'm not going to say I'm all, the deep dive psychologist. But to me, this is more mental than it is physical. Because he's got the tools. And we've seen that ability. But the reality is from a confidence standpoint, or whatever the case is, he has not been the player that people have wanted to see or have expected over the last 2 seasons now. It's one thing to have an off year. Now this is carried over to this season, and I think this is becoming a major concern in the eyes of a lot of people. I want to hear from you. Social media has been blowing up about... And I think a real positive story that we've seen, and I think it's fair to kind of get to, and we've talked about it, I think, a few times already, but his bounce back this season.